All right, we should be live. If you are watching this on Facebook right now, you can also listen live at Spreaker.com, Spreaker. I guess what we really need, I need to write that down. So, look at Is everybody doing that?
No, I mean mine has been iffy, but over the past half hour it's been good. So.
Okay, so hopefully it's doing better than that's doing, because that just tripped up on us again. Nevertheless, we're going to do the best we can. Hopefully it's not going in and out. Nevertheless, again, for podcasts, what we want to do, Jordan, is first of all, I want to hear a little bit about you, a little about who you are, so that the people who are listening can know who Pastor G is talking to. And then we're going to spend some time talking about the next 48 hours.
Okay, well, hello everybody out there in Radio Land, Facebook Live. My name is Jordan Rose. I am a sophomore at Ivy Tech right now, and I am a visual communications major. Basically, I want to know how to do it all, and there's no person to learn better than Pastor G. Right now, you're gonna be hearing a whole lot of me over the next 30 days or so, because I've been labeled the podcast master. Yeah, so yeah. That's what I'm in charge of, and I'm grateful to be given the opportunity to be here.
Awesome. So for those who are listening, that's Jordan the man. We thank God for him and his presence and his bringing his gift to the table. And there's so much to learn. You agree?
Absolutely.
What has it been like over the past couple of weeks since we started meeting about this?
Well, I won't say that it hasn't been. It has not been slow. That's one thing. I've had to be on my toes and learn things as you go along. The podcast thing, I was stayed up last night trying to learn how to master it, and so we could be good today. So, but it's been fun. I like learning. You're a good teacher, and you put enough faith in me to be like, you can do this. So take the ball and run with it.
That's cool. So let's talk a little bit about the expectation, because the idea was we're going to go ahead and kind of work the kinks out today, but y'all got a major interview coming in tomorrow from Riley Children's Hospital. They're coming in tomorrow. You ready for that?
I'm as ready as I can be. With grace of God, I'll have good questions. So.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So I think what's really important to know is, again, we are at the tent, and one of the things we talked about early on was that we wanted to be able to share with young folk who came through, hey, if you want to learn something, if you have a passion about something, I don't care if you draw, I don't care if you want to learn video, I don't care if you want to learn gaming or whatever. We want to be able to provide a space where a young person like you can say, hey, man, this is what I'm passionate about. Can I learn that? And we're like, yeah, sure. All we've got to do is give you the resources and say, go for it.
Just say that you want it, and we'll make it happen. More or less, if you have the passion, there are tons of people here that will either have the tools or find the tools to be able to help you exploit that and work on it.
And then I think the other very positive thing for us, and again, I'm saying this to anybody that's listening, you listen to this later, is that, I always tell people, if you want to learn how to do something and you're just starting out, you have to volunteer your time and dedicate it towards something that you're passionate about, something that's important to you. So, for instance, if you want to get into graphic design, for instance, go to an organization and donate your time doing a flyer.
Right.
Donate your time doing a business card or something like that. And in the process, not only do you get to brush up on your skills, but you also get a chance to do it for a worthy cause. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to say to a lot of you, those who are listening now, adults, parents, even the young people that may see this. This is a great cause to get behind, benefiting, bringing solutions into empowering your community. This is a great cause. And so I'm proud to be able to offer it to people like Jordan, but I also want to say that there are others out there that I think this would be a great opportunity for you if you want to learn how to do, y'all know we design the magazine. This is our magazine, Ford Magazine. We designed this. And we've got some young people who probably want to be magazine publishers.
Absolutely.
Great way to get your feet wet.
writers, photographers, any
Exactly.
sort of thing.
It took all of that to get that magazine done.
Absolutely.
We had editors, we had writers, like you said, photographers, we had graphic designers, all of that. People who do Photoshop. We have social media in that. So, this is a great opportunity. So come on down. And if you got some young people that are passionate about learning how to do some stuff, send them on down and let's do it. Okay, Jordan, let's talk a little bit about what's coming up this week. A very, very special piece we'll talk about sort of towards the end when we get to the youth piece. But let's talk about what's going on. We got a board behind us. 48 hours. Let's talk about the next 48 hours. Of course, tonight, you got a credit card, Jordan?
I don't know how I want to answer that, but let me tentatively say yes.
You've got a credit card, Jordan?
I mean, through my bank, but like, nah.
Is it a debit card or is it a credit card?
It's a debit credit dual sort of thing going on.
Lord. Oh, Lord. We didn't get to Jordan quick enough to say, don't do the credit option. Please don't do the credit option. But anyway, here's the point. We want to help people manage their money as best we can. So we're providing, what is it called?
Making and managing money.
Making and managing money. So it's a making and managing money Monday. Okay? It's a making and managing money Monday, and that starts at 6 p.m. tonight right here at the tent. They have the chairs and the tables already set up. Melissa Lewis, who is certified to teach financial literacy, will be here at 6 p.m. tonight. I'm not going to be able to participate in that session, but I'm one of those guys that, and I'm sure your parents can concur, Jordan, when you've been out here as long as we've been out here, we've been able to see it ebb and flow. We've seen the to and the fro round, right? We've seen feast and we have seen famine. Yeah, so so part of managing your money is making sure that you're prepared for a famine, that you're prepared for those lean years, So hopefully, Jordan, you can hang out and watch it. We might even live stream it.
Possibly. I mean, if I'm from here, I'm down to do it.
We need to talk about that. We got the cameras here. The cameras are here. We need to talk about that. See if we can't live stream it.
Fair enough.
And if we live stream it again, even if you're not able to make it, which we hope you do, you might still be able to lock into it and gain access to the information. Okay? 6 o'clock p.m. tonight, if you're watching. Let me see. Somebody's talking. Okay. Matt Trees, what's up? All the way down in Texas. God bless you, man, for joining with us. All right, so it is a Making and Managing Money Monday today. 7:30 p.m., you can come out, and we'll have our prayer walks each evening at 7:30. So you can come out for that tonight and walk through our community as we pray, not only for the tent campaign, but pray for our community. How does that sound, Jordan?
Sounds great to me.
What we got on Tuesday? You can go ahead.
Well, got the aforementioned podcast with Riley Children's Hospital that somebody from the How Sweet the Sounds team will be looking over.
They just sent us information. So the young lady who is coming, and I don't have it right on me, but the lady that's coming, she's going to be talking about, just so y'all know, she'll be talking about the impact of infant mortality on the African American community. Because across the board, African American women there's a disparity where they are much more likely to have a low birth weight baby, to have that baby born preterm, and also have that baby die prior to the second year of life.
Wow.
And here's a stat, as we've been talking about this, here's the stat that really messed with me, or the fact that really messed with me, Sister Rose, Sister Joy Rose, was that infant mortality and the effect of infant mortality is socioeconomically independent, meaning that it does not matter whether or not the African American woman is in poverty, all right, living here in the hood, or if she lives in Carmel. the likelihood that she will be impacted with, or she will experience a low birth weight baby, preterm, and all of the residual impact of that, SIDS and you name it, the likelihood is significantly increased, not because of socioeconomics, but simply because of her race, being African American culture.
You are looking at two people who are the result of that. Middle class, pregnant,
Had it all figured out.
a mature mother,
Yeah.
and he was born preterm, and we both almost died.
Wow.
And if I could say, this was a planned pregnancy, so it wasn't
Wow.
a surprise. So we had been planning.
It was a warning. It wasn't even an unwanted pregnancy.
No. Prenatal vitamins,
Everything.
everything had nothing to do with it.
Y'all catch that? And so tomorrow, I hope y'all are here now that I know that, because my wife is going to open up. She was a preemie. My wife is a preemie as well. So, and she's very passionate about this subject. So, First Lady LaWanda is going to be here to open up, and y'all, I hope y'all are here, because that not only does it help us promote it, but it helps legitimize the conversation. Because there are so many people like you that can say, hey, you know what? I want to invite those from the hood, but you know what? Y'all out there in Franklin, in Fishers, and up in Castleton, and Carmel, and Noblesville, y'all need to come down here too.
And get some information.
Yeah.
And if you are planning to become pregnant, most important for you. If you're pregnant, it's important for you. But if you're planning to become pregnant, come get ahead of the curve.
Yes.
So you don't end up in the hospital with a preterm baby and
Don't know what to do.
wait. You have to go home because the baby's still in the hospital. Think about that, mamas.
Yeah. It's like that. And now the other thing she's going to be talking about is the planned pregnancy piece, or because one of the other things about that impacts infant mortality is unwanted pregnancies.
Yes.
So they're going to be talking about that. And again, you understand that you've already articulated that, hey, you know what? We wanted it and we had issues. So
Yes.
What happens when it was unplanned? If you're young, you have an unplanned pregnancy, the
Or not
chances of infant mortality is simply because you got something that you didn't plan
Yes.
to have.
Yes, it's something that needs to be addressed. It has not been necessarily researched as much as you would think, because as you can see, this was more than. Can I tell them how old you are?
I don't care.
Okay. This was 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and we're still having
Dealing
these
with it.
problems.
Yeah.
Still having it. So if you can get on the forefront of that information now, you might think, oh, well, so medical science changes so quickly. Only
It
if
changes for stuff that they wanted to change for.
Yeah. If people aren't aware and don't make noise about it, you would not know that this is the same problem that's been going on for not how old your wife is, but let me say 20 years.
Yeah. Now, and let's, all right, I am Pastor G. I'm Pastor G, and but I got to say this. We're going to talk about contraception.
Absolutely.
And here's why. Because oftentimes the two problems, somebody has a baby,
Yeah.
they go home, there is not a conversation about contraception until 6-week checkup. We've got young ladies who are coming in for the 6-week checkup
Pregnant.
who are already pregnant.
Yes.
And one of the reasons, another one of the causes or factors that impact infant mortality is called spacing.
Yes.
Have you heard about this?
Stairs.
I know Jordan's like, no. It's called spacing. And what's spacing about? Talk about it.
Stair step is what we used to call in the neighborhood stair step children. So your child is like 6-7 months.
Correct.
Let's say 9
Babies have
months.
birthdays,
In
one
the
right after
same
the
year.
other. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't know about birth control, it could happen to you.
Yeah. And this, I said there's two problems. The first problem is that people don't understand spacing. The second problem is that the church don't talk about it.
And somebody's got to.
Man.
Somebody's
Steve
got
said,
to.
well, He said, well, we need to talk about this.
Yes, we understand what God said.
Yes, and I'm all about it. I'll preach it. I'll say it. I'll even preach a sermon with the title. You know what I'm saying? Abstain.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yes.
But at the same time, I have to be honest with the people, the audience that I'm talking to. Mm-hmm. If there's a chance that getting pregnant one right after another could put a child's life in jeopardy, we need to deal with it.
And because let's be real, it happens. There was an old wives' tale that, if you were nursing, you couldn't get pregnant.
Is that true?
No. Wait, and I know I got some sisters out there that will tell you, preach, because it happened to them.
It happens. Yeah.
So let's not walk around and not know.
With our heads in the sand.
Because there's information available. So come on out tomorrow.
We have giveaways. They'll have some food for you, so you don't have to worry about please don't go to McDonald's. But you don't have to worry about going nowhere. They have some food. They have some giveaways. And remember, what are we calling it? What do we name it? Pregnant, now what?
Yeah, that's
pregnant,
it.
now what? Somebody put that in the message box down there. And I know the live feed might be going in and out, but those who are hearing me, put the message. It's pregnant, now what? Each Tuesday that we are in the tent. What time is it, Jordan? Each Tuesday?
Each Tuesday, 5. Wow, I can't read. 5 to 7?
5 to 7.
Okay.
Each Tuesday, 5 to 7, right here at the corner.
Yeah.
Here at the tent. Again, it's already set up, ready to go, but it's not going to work without you. You all have to share this information. Okay, so like I said earlier today, so you 60, 65, 70, you ain't getting, that ain't the point. You know somebody who is sexually active and they 15, 16, 17 years old. You got to do something about that. You got to talk to them. You got to make sure if the pregnancy happens, it's incumbent upon the people who have the information to share it.
Absolutely.
And we're bringing it.
And it's no need in you talking about holding your mouth, shaking your head. I don't know how this happened.
Send them down to Mississippi.
See.
Did I say something?
Come on.
Smack my hand.
Okay.
Send them away. Send them away. We don't want nobody to know.
Where we could talk about it ahead of time and get some clarity and understanding.
Okay. Now, having said that, the video stream is confused right now. Poor thing. Having said that, for those who are still listening online, I also want to let everybody know that we also have something for fathers. We have something for fathers.
Yeah, because it takes two to tango.
Yeah, so I'm glad that this is back up. We've got something called the Baby Boot Camp for New Dads. Mm-hmm. Baby Boot Camp for New Dads. It's not going to start tomorrow, but it will start next Tuesday at the same time.
Right. Mommy,
grandmama, granddaddy and them is over here learning about what we need to do to make sure there's safe spaces for babies, that we mitigate all the risks of all the unwanted pregnancy, the low birth rate, and all that. We're going to also have at the same time Baby Boot Camp for New Dads. Yes. I'm passionate about this.
Yes, you are.
I got 3 hearts. Y'all seen my little pictures. I got 3 hearts walking around. And my 3 babies. And I found out early that, I found out early that the healthcare system, when it comes to babies, is insensitive.
Yes.
Or it has become extremely insensitive to fathers.
Yes.
Especially fathers who want to be in the mix. Mm-hmm. I had an experience when my daughter, when my wife was pregnant with my daughter, that blew me away. Their language, their innuendos, it was as if there was no extra chair in the room for me.
Wow.
All the doctors and nurses, when they would talk, they would never look at me. They would always look at her, and they would look at me, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. She didn't do this by herself.
No.
And so for those fathers who do want to be responsible and involved,
yes,
Baby Boot Camp for New Dads is for you.
Absolutely.
Now, that starts, again, we were talking about 48 hours, but that starts on June the 27th, 5 to 7 p.m., right here at the tent. Baby Boot Camp for New Dads.
And you don't want to miss it. If you not every baby daddy is a deadbeat dad. Correct. Or a bad dad.
Research says that the majority, matter of fact, within the African American community, the majority of the African American fathers are more involved with their children than any other cultural demographic in this country. They did the research. They did the research. So it's one of those things where we know our fathers want to be involved. The research shows that they do the homework with the kids.
Yeah.
The research shows they show up at the school for the kids. Yeah. The research shows they're likely to bathe the children. So the only question is, it's not whether or not you want to be involved. The question is do you have the skills, right, to be good?
And skills can be taught.
And they can be taught, right. And let me give y'all some examples of what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
During Baby Boot Camp, we talk about things like protecting mommy and baby.
Yeah.
Dad, you are the protector of mommy and baby. Yeah. Why? Because everybody wants to take pictures.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to visit. Everybody wants to come in. Mommy need rest.
Yeah.
Baby need rest. Everybody can't take pictures and post on Facebook.
Yeah.
Dad can be the protector of mommy and baby. The second thing, mommy gives milk, breast milk, whatever. Daddy can't do that. But daddy can be the expert at freezing the breast milk.
See.
Warming the breast milk. Feeding baby when mommy sleep. All of these things are tools. Here's another one.
Yeah.
When mommy tired, baby screaming, one of the things you can do is be an expert at swaddling.
See.
All right, there's a burrito.
Whole lot of people don't know about
there's
that.
a burrito swaddle, right?
Yeah.
There's a taco swaddle. I mean, you can become an expert at swaddling and calming baby down. These are things that dads can be experts at that help mom and help baby. And it helps dad because that gives dad a role and a place and something to do.
And bonding.
Okay, we ain't even talk about bonding, but there's research on bonding with baby as well that helps people understand that dads are important even before baby is born, because baby gets to bond to dad's voice.
Yep.
And then when baby is born, baby bonds with dad's smell, dad's hands, dad's facial hair. This is all important. And so these are the things we'll be talking about at Baby Boot Camp. So, yeah, I'm passionate about it, And I also wrote the curriculum, so.
Well, there's that piece.
Sorry. All right.
Sorry, not sorry.
Now, so you've got Pregnant Now What, 5 to 7 tomorrow. Next week, we've got Pregnant Now What, 5 to 7, and Baby Boot Camp for New Dads, 5 to 7, and then our prayer walk again at 7:30 p.m. If you're still on the podcast, I'm glad, because we're going to go back to Jordan, and Jordan and I are going to have a conversation about Friday.
Okay.
I know we said we were going to talk about the next 48 hours, but Jordan, I want you to hit Friday a little bit, and let's talk about 5 to 7.
Youth Teen Talk. I'm really looking forward to this one because if you've ever been around me for an extended period of time and you ask me what do you think about fill in the blank, about something that's happened with teens, teen violence, millennials ruining businesses, what people can do for youth engagement, how to further engage kids in school, standardized testing. I'm very passionate about that stuff, and I'm very, very, very happy that I get to lead the conversation on Friday in the Youth Teen Talk about all these sort of subjects. So, if not only do we appreciate and value what comes from adults, we really want to get in other teenagers, kids, whatever. If anybody really has a point, specifically though, the youth that's out there, this is an opportunity for them to voice what they want, their needs, what they expect what they truly want from adults, from this city, from this state, how they can feel safe, how they can feel further promoted in what they love to do. And that's what's going to happen from Friday. And I can't put into words how excited I am for it.
Now, we realize that there's some young folk the age range we're looking at is, what is it?
12 to 17.
12 to 17. Now, 12-year-olds do not have driver's license.
No.
13-year-olds do not have driver's license.
That is correct.
Okay? So what we realize is that in order for some of our young people to participate, somebody got to bring them.
Absolutely.
Okay? So parents, for as much as Jordan wants his peers to be here, and he's not the only one. There's going to be some others here that's going to be working with the youth to facilitate this session. There's some young people that want to be here that aren't going to be able to be here on Friday unless you bring them. Let the church say, bring them.
Bring them.
Y'all get it? So this is Friday from 5 to 7, again, right here at the tent. They're also going to have movies and whatnot for the little kids. We'll have movie nights, so we'll have movies going on in here. We've got a popcorn machine. They're going to strike up. You know, they got tons of water and
fun stuff.
Yeah, it's
Fun
going to be
stuff.
fun. It's going to be real fun. But the more important thing is that Jordan is really wanting y'all to come out to share what you want to see happen in this community, in this city, in this state, so that we give them what they want and not what we think they need.
Because it can't happen unless we speak up. It just honestly cannot happen. And on Friday, it's going to give an opportunity for everyone to speak up, but more specifically, people 12 and 17, the people that really, really need it, the people that drive what's going to be the future. And that's so exciting to me.
All right, this is – okay, the For Podcast is what we're doing because we're doing it. But I'm going to throw a shameless plug in for a podcast that is not ours, and that is How Sweet the Sound. Can I throw that in?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Good
right.
people.
Y'all
Good
wanna,
people.
Yeah, y'all want to hear some good music. I'm going to throw a little shameless plug in.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. No, we appreciate it.
They'll be here on Friday. Now they're going to be promoting a slightly different network, but it'll be a podcast nonetheless, where you'll be able to hear some great music, get some great conversation. And I don't know if y'all have any guests scheduled.
Not yet, and not as of yet.
Yeah,
Not yet,
I'm
not
sure
quite.
they will after today. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all listen to the podcast basically all week, Monday through Thursdays forward. Friday is How Sweet the Sounds, and I think that's it. Jordan, you got anything else? Any closing thoughts?
No, I really just want to have all youth 12 to 17, maybe even a little older, because I'm 20, so. But I'm really excited to have and to see who all's going to come out on Friday, so we can have this dialogue, because there's things that the youth need, and I don't think that it's adequately being conveyed. It's one issue that I have is that adults, most times, and this is a very big generalization, so nobody get mad at me, they like to talk at youth and not with youth. And this is a conversation this is an opportunity for the youth to talk at the adults, to give some sort of structure to what we want, instead of being, you don't understand me, or whatever, whatever people are yelling at their parents these days.
That's a good point. And this is their venue. Jordan, as well as all the other.
And I'm looking for. Facebook's not with us right now, but if for those on the podcast, you should be here, because it's going to be good.
It's going to be good. All right, y'all. That's it. I think we're done. I don't know how long we've been on. Does it have a timer? on here?
Almost. We're about 15 seconds away from 30 minutes exactly.
Okay, great. So we've been on for 30 minutes. That's our second podcast for the day. We're done. Y'all listen tomorrow. Be prepared to send us a little messages if you have any questions for our Pregnant Now What session that's going to take place tomorrow evening. God bless y'all. This is Pastor G, and that is...
This is Jordan Rose.
Bless you.
Stay blessed.